shoreline coming into view.
Copy, Striker 6-4.
Feet dry in 10 seconds.
Copy.
Stand by for green light. Down the road! Go, go!
Go, go, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, Fanatic Francis. So I know some or most of you guys since childhood grew up also playing this great game. Due to limited access to the knowledge of other games and consoles years ago, so I grew up playing Call of Duty, which I think was more popular back in the day, or I was just too young. Now don't get me wrong, Halo is still great and always have wanted to play it. I might as well have to join in with the 80 guys in one bathroom singing the theme song. So now you know what happens inside the boys' bathroom, ladies. But hey, at least it's legal than posting short clips of Avengers Endgame in my Facebook newsfeed. I haven't watched it yet, okay? I'm broke as fuck to go to the cinema. I know this is a far-fetched topic that I'm going to talk about, but I'm looking for content that I'm familiar of and sticking away from the trend for a while. As a fan of some classic video games I've been playing before, until now, I still play them. So I decided to pick this as a subject instead. Though I barely play video games nowadays, this is just a review of an all-time franchise that is Call of Duty from a fan's point of view. But just remember, Halo is also great. We all know about the ongoing success of Black Ops 4 for its multiplayer feature despite the only Call of Duty video game having no campaign, by jumping into the Battle Royale games also for good business. But I don't want to talk about the popularity of the Battle Royale genre. And I'm not saying that I hate Fortnite just because everyone hates on it despite its popularity, but the game never interests me anyway. I'm talking about the greatness of a franchise that is Call of Duty that touched the hearts of players before. Not just the fact that I am into first-person shooter war games or finally completing the campaign of Battlefield 3 from an internet cafe in my neighborhood. Weeks ago, Infinity Ward announced that they will be developing a new Call of Duty game for 2019 and it's rumored to be Modern Warfare 4. Hell no, the original trilogy was already great!
Is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
But don't worry, it's not even confirmed yet. Oh yeah, it's probably going to be a Ghost sequel if the setting is modern. But hey, at least there's a rumored Modern Warfare 2 remastered as part of the full package. I thought the original Modern Warfare 2 has greater graphics and gameplay already even if it isn't remastered. Until now, I still enjoy playing the campaign. Well, speaking of sequels, surely the Black Ops series wouldn't have a fifth. Oh! Yeah. Black Ops 5 in 2020. A single-player game, most likely a campaign set in the Cold War. Probably a debt to pay for the absence of campaign in Black Ops 4. This time, Treyarch, the developer who made Black Ops 1, takes over. Going back to having the Cold War as the setting in Treyarch's interesting writing, at least I'm giving this one a chance. A month ago, some guy posted a tweet ranking all of the Call of Duty games based on tiers. I am prepared to argue. Okay, nothing but a little Photoshop skill can fix this ranking for you. However, this is from my point of view now. From trash tier to SS tier. My first argument so far. Why is the original Modern Warfare out of place of the next two sequels in the SS tier by putting it in the A tier? Bitch please, you simply just can't have a temporary amnesia over one of the most memorable missions in Call of Duty history that is all gillied up.
Oi, Susie, huh?
That's how it's done. Let's go.
Didn't see that one coming, did ya? Modern Warfare was also considered to be one of the best game trilogies of all time. Second is putting the recent World War II game in the trash tier. Wait a second, I thought this was the game that cured our cancer ever since they released the trailer for Infinite Warfare.
Let's get in there.
David Bowie's Space Oddity was the only thing I liked about it. Forget the title Call of Duty in it, I'm also a science fiction fan. But nonetheless, Infinite Warfare is not really a bad game because we have Kit Harington as the villain in it.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
But at least it isn't as cancerous as the slapstick, eye-candy, politically corrected trailer of Battlefield 5. By inserting a pink-haired, amputee, feminist-looking character in the front lines, forced to appease the insatiable desires of social justice warriors. Which basically makes Call of Duty World War II like it was a documentary straight out of the History Channel. And you thought we didn't see what you did there. Its game company, EA, whines all day about its customers refusing to buy Battlefield 5. Shut up!
Shut up.
Not to mention putting loot boxes and microtransactions on Star Wars Battlefront 2, ruining the game by turning it into a digital robbery.
And the game award goes to, oh man, I have to pay a microtransaction to unlock. That's so stupid that this has to, hold on, I got this, guys, here we go.
Or the fact that they shut down numerous game studios whenever they find them useless later. Again, you thought we didn't see what you did there, EA. If we don't like it, don't buy it? Okay, we won't. This is why DICE's CEO and EA's Executive Vice President Patrick Sutherland has left the chat. This is why gamers hate you. And that's why you suck.
You suck.
The boy has no skills.
Watch out, BioWare. You did a good job creating Anthem. Also my new favorite game. But since you're working for EA, watch out because maybe you're next. Speaking of World War II, not to mention, Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk was criticized by a feminist critic because of its manliness.
You're a basic bitch.
I might as well have to slap a fucking history book right at your bitch face if you could have done the same already to Saving Private Ryan.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
So my point of view is to place Call of Duty World War II in the A tier. Good gameplay, good engine, they return to the classic boots on the ground Call of Duty that we fans always love. But despite all of that, it's cliche.
Taking up arms along his trusty squad of cliches, like the good corporal, the battle-hardened asshole, the nerd, and the Jewish guy.
No, it's not because of the Saving Private Ryan references or Band of Brothers. You've seen these character stereotypes before.
Saving profit margin.
Okay, maybe yes. The greatness of Call of Duty ended right after Black Ops 1, when they started developing futuristic horse crap. Now that doesn't mean those games are bad. They provide new gameplay styles and experiences because of, you know, exosuits.
Damn, man! Got it! He's reloading!
Now that also doesn't mean that I don't like the futuristic shit. After all, we have Halo, but nonetheless, Call of Duty's visuals and concepts still does have a good taste for realism, the physics, and believability. Oh wait, spaceships. Also feels like Halo. Call of Duty nonetheless has unused concept designs like when they started developing a Vietnam War game. I know we already got a taste of the few missions from Black Ops 1. Even as a standalone game, most of the fans wanted something grittier, teasing the historical aspect, not futuristic. However, that was a third-person standalone game developed by Sledgehammer titled Fog of War, and said to have an Uncharted-like feel. No, they scrapped all of that, then continued developing Advanced Warfare. But if ever the game is still part of the Call of Duty franchise missing of any title, I'm starting to think of a title for it. Well, what could I think of a title? Simple, not too long, straight to the point. Therefore, with my Photoshop skills, I instead made this small digital piece for the fans. Call of Duty Nam. Seriously, how do you get karma in the subreddits? I just signed in. Alternatively, at least I have 9gag. We all wanted that, but instead we got boost jumping bullshit. Or on the other hand, if Call of Duty could ever depict the Korean War, isn't such a bad idea. But hey, Battlefield Bad Company 2 already provided us with a closer approach of Vietnam in the multiplayer feature. In conclusion, Call of Duty needs to make a Vietnam War game or a Korean War game. Just kidding. What I am saying is that developers need to go back to their roots, asking why Call of Duty was great in the first place. It's not just the storytelling, the game engine, or the graphics. Goodness sake man, don't make another Modern Warfare sequel. It's a waste of potential, and you can do better than that.
Is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
Just like writing a book or making art, it's not just about creating good ideas without defining what really makes them good. Or rather, they need to recycle or restore back the good ideas into the light that they didn't know the fans wanted. Because seriously, all of these futuristic games that would later end up being sequels, DLCs, and updates loses the franchise's essence. Whether you like it or not, though the futuristic stuff is an eye candy for 12-year-olds, it just gets bland and tasteless over time. That's why old, long-time fans each year are very much thirsty of the nostalgia, to once again experience the original atmosphere of the franchise. But at least they gave us Modern Warfare Remastered. We both know you and I wanted it too. Yeah, just remember not to drop the soap or you'll pay the price.
So, try not to die this time. You worry about yourself, old man.
Let's just hope that someday, along with the other fans' voices, Call of Duty will be great again.
The rules have changed. There's a fine line between right and wrong. And somewhere, in the shadows, they send us in to find it.
126 actual. Target is in the main house. You have execute authority.
Bravo 6, going dark.
Start clear!
Victor 6-4, green light now.
Chemical weapons are now in the wild.
Foreman, copy that.
Guys, hostiles assaulted civilians.
Get to safety, go!
We get dirty, and the world stays clean. That's the mission.
Who's your team?
Some old comrades.
So Call of Duty did introduce a new trailer for Modern Warfare quite recently. Now don't get me wrong on this one. It's not a sequel, it's a reboot. So far, the developers really were serious in creating the new Modern Warfare, by rejecting fun and rather focus on turning the game into a hyper-realistic emotional hellscape. Yes folks, they're taking all the greatness back, but it's just the beginning.
A servant till I fall.
That's a Brooklyn, motherfucker!
Lupe's got popped!
This the last Christmas I spent with Victor Charlie up my ass!
Want some? Get some!
Back in the front, you will die when I say you must die. Back in the front, you coward, you servant, you blind man.
Please smash that subscribe button, it really helps to support my channel.